like, where is she? What's going on? It's supposed to be once a week, woman, not once every 3 months or whatever. But I'm sorry, I apologize profusely. I wanted to do a particular episode, and I needed to find a particular song, and I had it on a cassette tape. And I had to find where I had it, like somewhere in storage, and so I was going all over the place, tearing apart closets and opening boxes trying to find it, and then just to find out it was actually on my shelf right here in my office all this time. I didn't need to do all that. Well, then I realized, hey, I don't own a cassette player anymore. It's like, shoot, how am I gonna play this song? This little baby, it's a cassette player that also hooks up through USB into your computer, so you can convert your cassettes into MP3s. Isn't that awesome? So I was like, sweet! And it was like $20. So I was like, yeah, let's do it. The song is called I've Never Been in Love Before. It was a song that we performed in my 8th grade choir and at Lakeridge Jr in 1997. Yes, a young man named Jake Routt sings the solo, and Jake actually passed away a couple months ago. First, I'm going to play the song for you. You're going to listen to Jake sing it a little bit by himself, and then I'm going to join him. Because honestly, I always wanted to sing a duet with him, and I never had a chance. So, here we go. I present to you I've Never Been in Love Before, performed by Lakeridge Junior High Boys and Girls Choir of 1997, featuring Jake Routt as the solo. Here we go. This is Jake. I've never been in love before, and then my heart was saved. I thought I knew the score, but this is one that's all too strange and strong. I'm full of foolish songs, now will my song must soar. So please forgive this helpless days I'm in. I've never really been in love before, but this is one that's all too strange and strong. I'm full of foolish songs, now out my song was soar. That's her necklace. So please forgive this helpless days I'm in. The song got cut off right there in love before. Anyway, so who's Jake? Okay, Jake Routt. We'll take you back in time. 14 years old. I'm 14 years old. My sister gets engaged to this guy. She brings his family over, and including his little brother, who is Jake. And turned out we were going to be going to school together, Lakeridge Junior High, and same grade and everything. And I instantly fell in love with him. And up to this point, I hadn't really, I kind of liked guys, but I was in this awkward, frumpy, I'm tomboy, I kind of want to be a guy, I don't want to be a girl phase. So anyways, then I met Jake, and then suddenly I had somebody that I wanted to be pretty for, that I wanted to like me, but at the same time, I'm not the kind of girl that begged for attention, and I had absolutely no idea how to talk to him or to do anything. I knew nothing about flirting at this time. Later on, I made up for it with a vengeance, but at the time, I was so awkward, and I was so shy and introvert, and I didn't know what to say, and so I did what any weird person does. I just ignored him. Yeah. I thought I hit him. Anyway, and then suddenly my baby disappeared and I gained a coat out of nowhere. Just materialized. Yeah, I had to put her down. She wanted to take a nap. She started messing with me. Anyway, so 7th grade, I was telling you. I decided to hate this girl, and unbeknownst to me, she decided to hate me too. Again, for no particular reason. We're both super weird. But yeah, her name was Ray Gordon, and we were in the choir together in 7th grade. And then in 8th grade, we were in choir together again, and we were also in history, and with Jake. And when she found out that my sister was marrying his older brother, she decided to like me because she liked Jake too, as we bonded over Jake. Which is weird because you'd think that we would hate each other if we liked the same guy, and we'd like each other for no particular reason, but we did it backwards because we're weird. And to this day, this is one of my favorite people for this whole thing. And we made the mistake of sitting in front of him at some point in history, and she sat here, I sat there, and Jake was right behind me. And the reason why I say this is a mistake is because he'd do some of the randomest things. He'd sit there and mess with my hair, just like the little bits of tug, just a tiniest little tug. And every once in a while, if he'd get bored, he'd go meow 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 meow. I'm serious. He's singing a meowing song, like in my ear, like right behind me. I was like, oh my gosh, this guy's weird. Anyways, I wasn't the only one that was into Jake. Me and Ray weren't, because he was like the best looking guy in school, and he had this beautiful voice. He was really cute. All sorts of girls were crazy about him. Anyway, there was this one girl in her school. Her name was Brittany, and she had this like folder dedicated to two things, her two favorite loves, Van Hansen, and Jake Routt. And she had pictures, and it was this like scrapbook that she took around with her. And you know what? I thought it was awesome. It made me feel less of a spaz. Towards the end of school, right before summer started, my sister says, Jay thinks you hate him. Why do you hate him? And I'm like, I don't hate him. I'm in love with him. She's like, really? You like him? I'm like, no, don't tell him that. I don't forget I said that. Move on. Again, this is the one that's devious. This is Rachel. I should have known better. I should have known that she would mess with me. That is her personality. So, hey, what happened? This is known amongst my group of friends as the babysitting incident. Rachel asked me to babysit for her sister-in-law, and they had a couple little young babies at the time, so that the group of them could all go out to dinner together as couples. She actually told me that Jake was going with them, because it was all of the Routt siblings that were going. And then, again, the car, she comes pick me up. We walk up to the apartment, open the door, I walk in, and who is sitting on the couch? Jake. And I'm like, wait. It's like, I'm not kidding. I got so nervous, I actually tried to turn around and walk out. My sister's like right there, blocking the way. She's like, oh, Ruth, did I forget to tell you? Jake's gonna help you babysit. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you were so evil. So evil. It's like, no, you did not mention that. Horrible person. And so yeah, they all leave. The babies are already asleep, might I add. So I didn't even see them the entire night. They're already asleep. They're already down. They didn't need two babysitters. They really didn't. So yeah. So then proceeded one of the most awkward experiences of my life. I'm sitting there like, I don't know what to say to you. I don't know what to say to you. And like he went to go play Tomb Raider on the computer. I just sat to watch him, whatever. And we sort of started talking. And I think it was just as awkward for him as it was for me. We go back to the front room to sit and talk. Or whatever. It was really more like to stare at each other because we're like, I don't know what to say. And then I find the courage to get up. And I walk over to him. Or I walk past him. I started like kind of pacing around. And I reach to touch him. I was going to touch, I don't know what I was going to do, like his shoulder or something. I ended up like touching like the edge of his ear. And then like, bam, the door opens. And everybody's back. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So yeah, I'm totally mortified and embarrassed, but I'm saved by them showing back up. And as I'm walking out the door, Yes, as we're walking out the door, Rachel and her husband and Isaac were going to give me a ride out. In earshot of everyone else, my sister turns to me and says, "So Ruth, did he touch your boobs?" Yeah, my sister's evil. Seriously, she said that, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to die. Anyways, yeah, that was the big experience. Yeah, after that, I think over the summer, I stopped really liking him after that. And anyways, we just kind of became slightly kind of acquaintance friends that sort of talked here and there. But mostly, it would just, our exchanges would be, Jake would make this weird high-pitched sound. He'd say my name from like down the hallway if he saw me in school. Or he saw me someplace, he'd be all, "Ruth!" Yeah, that's that's what he would do. And I'd be like, oh, there's Jake. I wanted to share some things. I found the yearbook from 1997, my junior high yearbook. Totally chillin', 97. Anyway, so what was funny at the end of 8th grade, before the babysitting incident, Jake signed my yearbook, and this is what it says. "You rule, ton. I love you, ton. And I want you, tons." Oh, yeah, I said that, Jake. I remember the time being like, what? What does this mean? Just me. Pretending to be asleep. Yeah, totally staged picture. Okay, and so I found the quote. Jake Routt commented, "If I could change my name, I would change it to Rico, Colombia, Nicaragua. Because I bet no one else in the world has that name." I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's some Colombian drug lord somewhere that has that name. But Jake is kind of an important part of my whole growing up. I can't think of my junior high experience without thinking of Jake. He was a big part of that. And like, in a way, when I heard that he passed away, it was kind of like my 15-year-old self died. Like, the whole chunk of my life just felt, I don't know. And it's hard for me to really accept or make sense of it because he's my age. He's, 35, 36. And whenever somebody young passes away, it's always, I don't know, it's not that like we're all excited when the old people pass away, but when it's a young person, I think it's the loss of potential, the not knowing what they could have done, what their life might have been. And I think that's harder for people. When somebody's lived their life and they're older and they've had all these experiences, it feels like, well, at least they had a full life. And I know I'd like to think they had a full life during his time. But anyways, I can only imagine what it's like for those that were closer to him, his friends and his family. And, if it's weird for me, I'm sure it's much harder for everyone else. But I just want to say thanks, Jake, for being that guy. The guy that, every girl has one. And you were mine. And for all the weird little memories and all the fun little things. And, I'm sure you're up there with your dad now, and you guys can be together, and we'll see you again. That's it for today, guys, for my schmaltzy weird little episode. Join me again next week for another Ruth's random song / rant of the week. I am going to be back. I'm trying to get back into this. Holidays are over. It's a new year. I'm going to get back into things. And I'm also started an AuthorTuber channel talking about book stuff and my books. So if you want to go check that out, go find that, or Jake Routt. Anyways, so thanks for stopping by. Now, see you next week. Bye, guys.